Okay.
Yes.
Let's start with Todd Frazier. Congratulations to Frazier Flav. He got a 2-year, $12 million contract extension, so he avoided arbitration. Covers his first 2 years of arbitration. At the end of this deal, he'll have 1 more year of arbitration left. Turns 29 years old on Thursday. Good deal or bad deal? If you were his agent, would you have told him to sign it?
It's a very good question, Chris. Okay, immediately you're thinking $5 million this year, and I'm saying let's say it's 26 home runs next year. Okay, let's say he had 93 RBIs. Now all of a sudden that what do you get? That 6 year, that what you get 12 million. So 6 and 6 would be light. If he goes out and has an off year now and hits 17 or 16 and drives in 71, now it makes sense. So this is a great job by the team to show you a little carrot. We'll give you 2 years, 12. So to answer your question, I would have said sign it. Take the money.
See, I wouldn't have. Look at the arbitration figures that guys are getting. I mean, David Price, who's done it a lot longer and a lot higher level for the most part than Todd Frazier, he got almost $20 million in just one arbitration year. And I get it. He's a year away from free agency. He's further along in the process. It's probably not apples to apples there. But Todd Frazier has another 25, 30 homer year in that ballpark, and those ballparks in that division. I would have said no.
You know what, Chris? No. He's happy, though. He's happy. Look at this tweet.
I'm not. Okay. It's National Pizza Day.
He bought pizza for everybody. He's happy.
Seriously, we just showed that on national TV? Come on. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, interesting offseason for the A's and Giants, who both had their fan fest this weekend up in the Bay Area. They both finished with 88 wins. They both made the playoffs. One happened to win the 3rd World Series in the last 5 years. Which team had the more intriguing offseason?
It's not even close. It's the A's. It's intriguing because you didn't know exactly where the A's were. You had the subtractions of Donaldson and Norris and Samardzija and Lester. Okay, great. Where are they at? But all of a sudden they went out and added Zobrist, Butler, Ike Davis, Brett Lawrie. You have all these Tyler Clippard. You're like, okay, they're back in it. You never count the A's out. I don't even know where they're at. They might win 90 again. The Rangers are going to be better. Or the A's. I don't know. So, yeah, they're the most intriguing offseason.
I don't think it's even a question here. The Giants did almost nothing. They lost a little bit. They lost, Pablo. They lost Morse. But the A's, they totally reshuffled the deck here. I mean, how many playoff teams are going to have maybe 40% of their 25-man on opening day look totally different? We're talking about almost half here. That's really interesting.
Reshuffle the deck. Yeah, nice job, right? Reshuffle the deck. I like that. I'm taking that one from you.
Wait a second. Are you being serious or are you being facetious?
I'm being serious. No, I'm being dead serious. I like the way you said that. Reshuffle the deck, 'cause that's what they did.
Okay.
Final answer.
You can't use it for like 3 or 4. You can use it in March, okay?
Okay. Final answer.
Why'd you just look at your wrist that doesn't have a watch or a date or anything on it?
Next topic. Next 3 for the road.
Okay, this was interesting. This is not really a baseball story, but it's interesting. Okay, a fan wrote this to Knicks owner James Dolan. Okay, he said, as a Knicks fan in excess of 60 years, I'm utterly embarrassed by your dealings with the Knicks. Sell them so their fans can at least look forward to growing them in a positive direction. You've done a lot of utterly stupid business things with the franchise. Please, no more. To which Dolan responded, you are a sad person. Why would anybody write such a hateful letter? I'm just guessing. But I'll bet your life is a mess. You're a hateful mess. In fact, I'll bet you're a negative force in everyone who comes in contact with you. You most likely have made your family miserable. Alcoholic, maybe. In the well, you start rooting for the Nets because the Knicks don't want you. Real quickly, James Dolan has been clean and sober, he said, for 21 years. So I want to throw that in. Yes, go ahead. What?
1-0 James Dolan. That's all I got to say. That was won by the Knicks owner, period. Should you have said it, stayed out of it? That's the question you're going to ask. Well, probably should have taken the high road. But if you're going to play the game, he won. The other guy, 0.
Well, you know what? I think the bigger question is, I guess in baseball terms, would you want the owner of your team firing back at a fan?
Yeah, I'm sure they're sitting back going, that a boy, James. But, should he know? Should he know? No, you're bigger than that. Fans write stuff. Twitter's write stuff. They're going to be haters out there. I get it. But, sometimes maybe the truth hurts, and that's what hit James' little scene.
Okay, but you know what? James Dolan has every right to fire back. Now, I'm not so sure I could ever see the Steinbrenner family saying, go ahead, go be a Red Sox fan if you want to. I would never see that. But I guess, yes, be the bigger man. But if you're going to fire something, and he fired first, and he basically called him an idiot. Why can't James Dolan say something back?
You do it the best. You kill him with kindness, Chris. You know that. You're not going to win this battle in society. And you know how many people hate. Why?
Because I have a boss to report to. James Dolan doesn't. He's the man. It stops with him. So he can say whatever he wants, right? He's the billionaire.
That's a good point. That's a good point right there.
He made
but
more
I still
money.
Like the way you do it.
He made more money during the time we used the discussion of James Dolan than we will make in a year.
Boss says, let's get to break. Boss says, let's get out of here.